Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Cosmos here again with another video. Now, today's story time, I cannot believe I haven't told this one yet. I kind of forgot about it, I guess, but this one's absolutely insane, and I honestly can't even believe this happened to me in real life, so yeah, let's just get into this video. So this story takes place in winter time, so around December, which is actually funny because it was around my birthday time, which is quite a coincidence, I guess you could say, but no, it was pretty crazy. So I wake up, it's cold, I have no heat in my house, of course. This is during the time where I literally did not have heat in my house, so I was sleeping under 5 blankets at a time. But no, it was freezing, so yeah. And now I do everything I normally do before school. I take a shower, get dressed, brush my teeth, do everything you do normally before school. And on this particular day, I was running a bit late, which kind of sucked, but I always seem to run late because I have my own car now, so I don't really have to be on time. I don't have to wait for anybody, so it was really easy, which I loved. But no, so I get to school, everything's normal, just a normal cold day at school, and just a normal day at school, being all miserable, not wanting to really do anything. And so I get through my first class and my second class, and then I get to my third class. And this is really where the story time all sorts of picks up. So I get into my first class and my third class, and I'm sitting there just being sleepy, doing what I normally do during school. And so we get towards the middle of that third class, and that is when our lunch normally starts. So we head out to the cafeteria, and I decide to just sit in there and, hang out with all my friends. So I'm sitting in the cafeteria, and I end up going to get my lunch with a couple of my friends that were sitting at the table with me. And so I'm sitting in the lunch line, about to get my lunch, and that's when I hear something, and some kid just yelling, "Help me, help me, help me." Okay, now he said it more enthusiastic than that, but I don't have the vocals, to make that, because my voice is kind of timid, and I don't really make that high noise, but you know what I'm trying to say. So he starts saying this, and I look over and I see him, and he's holding his back. So for me, I just think he's joking, just everything. It's a high school. Kids make dumb jokes. Kids do dumb things. So I'm thinking, just a kid trying to act maybe special ed kid. I don't know. But yeah, he starts saying, "Help me, help me." I just ignore the fact. I kind of look over just because he's screaming it. And then I see him turn around. Now, I see a bunch of blood coming from his back, okay, where he was holding it, and I was very concerned because I was like, oh my god, this dude is actually saying help me for a reason. He's bleeding out of his back, so I start freaking out, okay? I'm wondering, I'm like, what's going on? Are we about to die? Like, is someone trying to kill everybody here? So I panic. I tell my friends, like, what's going on, because they were still getting their lunch, and I look over, and the little kid, there's a little special ed kid, about 4'2", running around in a knife with a Chucky mask on. Now, I'm completely petrified because why is there a little kid running around with a knife with a Chucky mask on, first of all? That by itself is just terrifying. So I end up just running. Me and my friends, I grab my friends and we run away, and there's a bunch of screams and everybody's running everywhere. And there's no police inside, no teachers, so I have no clue what's going on. Nobody's really here to help, so I'm very confused and I don't know what to do, quite frankly. So I run away, right? I run towards the exit, and I end up passing by my construction teacher at the time, and he ended up showing, like, sitting right in front of a knife that was on the ground, and it was all bloody, and it was probably about a 12-inch knife, and 6 inches of it were filled with blood. So if that doesn't tell you, like, this was a crazy, crazy big knife and a pretty deep stab. So I was frantic. I didn't really know what to do. I was kind of nervous, and so was everybody. Everyone was screaming, but I really didn't know what to think at that point. It kind of seemed like a movie. It kind of seemed fake, so I don't know. I just continued to run outside, and then everybody was outside. They had an entire lockdown, and everyone was just panicking outside, like saying, "Oh my god, like does this thing actually happen? Are we dreaming this, or like what's going on? And everyone's just talking to everybody. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows if they're inside the building, outside. And my friend that I was with, actually, Davion, he ended up forgetting his phone inside the cafeteria. So he actually he's talking to me, and he plans to go inside of the cafeteria to re-get his phone while the person is still supposedly in there. So I'm like, dude, no, you're not doing that. You're not going inside where somebody just got stabbed for your phone. This is like an iPhone 7. Like, it's not worth your life, man. This is not worth you getting stabbed or anything like that. And I'm like, come on, we can get your phone after. It's not going to be gone. Nobody's going to steal it. The teachers are probably just going to get it. So come on, let's just stay out here. But he insists that we go back in. So he starts running. He runs for the doors. He catches it before somebody ends up closing the door, and the teachers are yelling at him. Everyone's yelling at him. And I end up following him. I follow him in because I'm a good friend. That's what good friends do, I guess. But I suggest, if you guys are in the same situation, do not follow your friend and just stay out of it completely. But during this time, I was young. I didn't know really what to do. So I followed him in, and we were right in the middle of it. And there were police everywhere. And we ended up seeing the little guy. He was laying on the ground. 4 police officers were actually over him. And they had their guns drawn, they had the handcuffs out, and it was just completely insane. We ended up getting yelled at, and they started pointing their guns at us, which was insane. It was so horrific, and I just was so thankful that I didn't die in this situation, because I was pretty close to it, you know? I was pretty close to death, and I kind of avoided it 2 times in this case. One by a crazy little psycho little kid, and a second time with the school police. So yeah, I'm just glad I did. He ended up getting his phone, and we ran back out, and all the teachers are yelling at us. They were like, hey, you can't do that. You were so stupid. You're dangerous. You could have lost your life, everything like that. And we're trying to explain to them, we know, and we're sorry, but he had to get his phone. And I was just trying to back him up just because he's my friend. There's really no other reason I would, because this is totally stupid, and I would never do it by myself. So, yeah. Well, in advance, this happened after this all happened, after this all took place. About 3 months later, the special ed kid who stabbed him ended up coming back to the school, and which is absolutely insane. I don't know how anyone felt safe with that, but he ended up coming back to the school. The guy who got stabbed ended up getting healed and coming back to the school. And no, it was just completely insane, and I don't understand how he's still let in the school, you know? Because stabbing somebody is not really a very good thing to do, and not a very good thing to stay in school. So, yeah, this is a crazy one, and I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I don't really know how to react, because this one was kind of horrifying to see in person, and it's a lot scarier if you went through it. I know it might sound timid, but this was one of the scariest things that ever happened to me, because, you know, you never expect your school to be the next one that something bad happens like this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'm going to be posting daily, so make sure you guys tune in for those, and yeah, peace out.